1, 2, 3. Yeah. Y'all been grinding so long, been trying to see for years. And I got nothing to show, just coming and throw right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he can bring me rain. But I've been sending up prayers, something changed. I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. My dreams will come true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. And it's good to be alive right about now. Woo! Good to be alive right about now. Good to be alive right about now. Yo, hallelujah, let that face on move, just say yeah. Yo, it's good to be alive right about now. Woo!
I say good, you say morning, good morning, good morning. I say Jefferson believes, you say Jets achieve, Jefferson believes, Jets achieve, Jefferson believes, Jets achieve. Good morning, Jefferson students, staff, and families. This is Mr. Miller broadcasting from Lincoln Hawk Studio in my basement. And here are your Jet announcements for Wednesday, May 19th, 2020. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Mr. Miller Jefferson Jets. Please help me spread the word so we can get as many Jefferson students and families tuned in to the announcements. So, are you going to school with the new way with Google Classroom? We are now halfway done with week 7 with this new and the only way that school is happening during this time at home. People have said, but this is weird. It doesn't feel normal. It is hard. I agree with this for sure, but this is just the new reality. We all have to adjust and do our best. We miss being at Jefferson, but we can still go to school by participating in all of the things that we have going. We have many things for you to do. We just want you to participate. So here's the deal, Jefferson. We know that almost every Jefferson student now has a Chromebook at home. So if almost every student has a Chromebook, then the next step is that we want more kids participating in Google Classroom. The number of kids that are in Google Classroom has increased again. We had 230 kids the previous week that logged into GC, and this week we're up to 246. And actually, I think that number is even higher, as I know a couple other kids have joined this week. I think this is great, but what about the kids that have Chromebooks but are not logged into GC? This is where I think we need your help. Reach out to your friends. Encourage them to log into GC. More than likely, your friends have a Chromebook. We just need them to log in. Tell them about what you are doing, what we are doing. Plinko, at-home Jetbucks, at-home Jetbuck raffles. Maybe they have a Chromebook, but getting internet is an issue. Or if you know someone that needs help getting internet, reach out to them. Tell them to talk to their teachers, and they can guide them to some resources or the right people to talk to. There are very reasonable ways to make this happen. I know that there are a couple of students that even drive up to Jefferson, park and stay in their cars in front of the office, use the school's Wi-Fi, and check their Google Classroom and watch the announcements. That's pretty awesome. Once again, I have done some counting, and I counted again on Sunday to see who else has joined GC. As of now, the leaders are room 24. Miss McCartney's class still has the most kiddos active in GC. They have 23 Jets. 5th grade has the most students active in GC with 51. 4th grade is right behind them with 46. 2nd grade is up to 44 Jets active in GC. I think this is good, but we want to see those numbers get even higher. We are now up to 78 Jefferson Jets in my PE Google Classroom. I want this number to be higher. Come on, Jets, join the PE Google Classroom. I want you to stay active for at least 30 minutes a day. When you join, I will give you a quick shout out for joining the PE Google Classroom. We want you to check into your Google Classroom each school day. Use the activities, resources, and video lessons that your teachers have created to feed your brain. We do not expect you to work all day long. Just a few hours a day would be incredible. You still have the weekends off from school, but Monday through Friday, we encourage you to do some schoolwork. Your brain needs fuel. We want you to continue to feed your brain. If you are new to tuning into the announcements and you need any help with the at-home learning like Google Classroom, adding classes, joining classes, how to get on Google Meet, where to find the announcements, how do I watch Plinko Live with the Millers, I made a couple tutorial videos that you can find on my YouTube channel if you need any help with this. If you need help beyond this, reach out to me and I can help you as much as I can. Next up in the announcements, school, breakfast, lunch, meals. They are available every day. You can go to any one of the middle schools, Smart, Williams, Sudlow, or you can go to the ASC at JB. You can pick these meals up from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. When you pick up your lunch, you get your breakfast for the next day as well. On Fridays, you will be getting meals for the weekend as well. Sounds like a great deal to me. Also, if you want to, you can pick up paper packets of activities and resources to use at home. Our Jefferson Jet joke of the day. If you have a joke that you want me to use in the announcements, share it or email it to me. This one was shared with me by RJ from room 30. Okay, here we go. How do trees get on the internet? One more time. How do trees get on the internet? Simple. All they do is log in. It's a good one, RJ. Thanks for sharing. That is one at-home jet buck that I will add to your total, RJ. And next on the announcements are Jefferson Jet birthdays. Jefferson, today we have one birthday to celebrate, so the first and only happy birthday shout out goes to Wade Lamer from Miss Ducey's class in room 22. Happy birthday, Wade. Next up on the announcements is the Jefferson Jet at-home shout out. So, Jefferson, can I get a what for Emily Caven from room 12? What? Emily from Miss Hanson's class is getting today's Jefferson at-home shout-out because Emily is now finished with first grade Lexia. Mrs. Hanson said that Emily has been working hard at home and her hard work has paid off. Mrs. Hanson is super proud of you, Emily, and so are we. Way to go. Stay learning. And Emily, there is your first grade Lexia. Finish your page there, girl. So, Emily, I have you on the bonus Plinko list. You will be a Plinko player this Wednesday, tonight at 5 o'clock. We will continue to recognize students that are rocking the new way to learn at home with Google Classroom. Are you working hard enough to get a student shout out? Speaking of shout outs, if you want to give a shout out to anyone, email Mr. Miller. You could also create your shout out in a Google Doc and share it with me. You can include a picture if you want, along with why you are giving a shout out. The shout out can be about anything. It can be about a video game victory, who the Uno champ is, who won the game of Crazy Eights, Shoots and Ladders, whatever. Maybe it's something you cooked that you thought was awesome. Anything fun. When you share something with me, look for my Iowa hat so you have the correct name. My email is millerch@davenportschools.org. Plinko Live with the Millers. We will be doing Plinko Live with the Millers on YouTube every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Plinko players will be students that are earning student shout-outs from the teachers for things they're doing at home. SE Math, Lexia, Google Classroom work, things like that. We will play Plinko for you. You can watch as the Plinko chip falls, and the prizes that you win on Plinko will be delivered to your house by the Millers. So I hope we can spread the word and get as many people to tune in on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. To tune in, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Miller Jefferson Jets. Wednesday's Plinko Live with the Millers have been a blast. Now, I know that some of the kiddos couldn't watch Plinko Live on their Chromebooks for the first time that we did this, but that issue has been fixed. So I hope you try and tune in again. I hope this motivates you to keep working hard. There are a few people that I need to get a hold of. Otherwise, most have had their prizes delivered. We will make another delivery run with the prizes, including this week's Plinko winners, on Friday. Next up is the at-home Jet Bucks and Jet Buck raffles. So these have started, and it is cool. I spent a lot of time yesterday getting all your names. I actually typed them all because I figured it'd be faster than me writing. And wow, there are a lot of Jet Bucks that are going to be in this raffle tonight. So we're going to do two of them. The one's going to be tonight, after Plinko Live with the Millers. The second one will be Wednesday, June 3rd. And once again, if you're not sure, how is the at-home Jet Buck raffle going to work? How do you earn them? Once again, you earn them for Lexia units completed Every unit that you complete in Lexia, 1 jet buck. Not levels, units. ST Math, 1% completion. You complete 1% in ST Math, you get a jet buck. Google Classroom work. If you submit an assignment to your teachers, you get 1 jet buck for every one that you submit. And man, there's some kids that have turned in so many of those. They have so many jet bucks. 20 minutes of reading. If you read for 20 minutes on Mayan, your teachers can tell. They look on there, boom, 20 minutes, 1 jet buck. Or if you read at home or read to a sister, brother, whatever it's going to be, parent just has to let the teacher know. Pretty simple. Joining a Google Meet or office hours. If you join 3 Google Meets in a week, that's 3 jet bucks. Simple. So if you came to the PE one on Monday and you went to your homeroom one, 2. Awesome. Prodigy, because a lot of you are done with ST Math and Lexia. Every unit you complete on Prodigy, 1 jet buck. Now remember, you have to answer the questions to complete the unit in Prodigy. Have to do that part. You can't just play the games. Okay, and this is going to work. Your teachers are going to keep track of this for you. In each week, they turn their name into me, and then how many jet bucks you have. And then I'm going to type them up again, and I print them out, put them in the jar, and then we will draw the winners tonight after Plinko Live, and then again in 2 weeks. And all prizes will be delivered to you by the Millers. What are the prizes? I'm working on this, trying to get as many as I can, but here's what I can guarantee for tomorrow. We're going to have Whitey's winners, pizza winners, H2O Go Limbo water sprinkler, candy 3-phase, 2 bicycles, 2 scooters, wireless mouse, and more. Should be a blast. How many winners will there be? Jefferson Jet Virtual Talent Show. There are many things that have broken my heart about school not happening at Jefferson, at school. But one of the saddest things for me was not being able to have a talent show. Well, I've decided that the coronavirus can't stop this. So we will have a virtual talent show. How is this going to work? Well, you're going to have to record your routine and then share it with me, and I will put all the acts together, and then I will broadcast the talent show for everyone to watch. So if you're going to be a part of this talent show, I hope you have been planning and practicing already. If not, start planning and start practicing. The talent show will be during the last week of school, probably the last day of school, which is Friday, June 5th. You still don't need to turn anything in yet. Just keep practicing. We will talk again in the coming days about when you need to submit your act or routine to me. The key to this, guys, is practice. Remember, if you're going to be using music for any part of your act, make sure that it's school appropriate. And next up on the announcements is 10 Questions With. This has been such a fun way for us to get to know these amazing Jefferson staff members. I've learned many things about my friends since we started this. Today, I have the awesome Mrs. Moorhead as our special guest. Mrs. Moorhead is one of the hardest working teachers that I know and is one of Jefferson's finest for sure. Let's chat with Miss Moorhead. All righty, Jefferson, I have the magnificent, marvelous Mrs. Moorhead with me today. Good morning, Miss Moorhead.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Okay, question number 1 is we want to know your teaching history, and I know your Jefferson history is interesting, but what else have you done in your teaching career as well?
I've had a very busy career. I taught 1 year at Northeast Hamilton in Central Iowa teaching preschool and actually started their preschool program there. I taught 5 years in Bettendorf preschool, and then I moved over to Davenport and taught 1 year in the life skills program at Truman, then became the floater my second year, and about a quarter into that, I came to Jefferson, spent 3/4 the year at Jefferson, got moved to SMART, went to West and SMART at the same time doing the floating, and then finally came back to Jefferson and has finally stayed at Jefferson.
When you say floating, you were literally floating from place to place, I remember.
Yes, it was hard.
For sure. We're lucky to have you now. That's all I know. So,
yes.
Okay, question number 2 is who are you quarantined with during this time, and what are you guys up to?
I'm quarantined with my husband and our 2 cats and our 2 wiener dogs. And actually, if you see an orange tail, that's my cat who decided who's going to be on my lap. I'll show him. And we've been doing a lot of different house projects a lot of things that we've wanted to get done, that I've dreamed about getting done, and a lot of ripping things out and replanting, and yeah, just a lot of different projects.
Awesome. Okay, question number 3 is, what is your favorite vacation that you have been on?
Oh, I would have to say my favorite vacation was probably going up to Minnesota. We did that for the last probably 4 years. Spent 10 days up there and got to visit the headwaters of the Mississippi at Itasca Park and walk across the Mississippi when you can still see all the way to the bottom, and just enjoyed a lot of fishing time and a lot of relaxation up there.
It is beautiful up there. I was there a long time ago, and I remember how beautiful it was. So that was one of my questions. You are a fishing person, correct?
I am, yeah.
Love it. So the next question would be, what is Miss Moorhead's dream vacation?
My dream vacation has always been to go over to Europe and backpack Europe. I'm getting a little old to do it now, but I've always just wanted to sightsee. I've always liked the European country. Ireland and Scotland are like my 2 favorite places that I would really love to go just visit the countryside, especially when the heather's blooming, and just seeing how magnificent how those fields look. So
Absolutely. Okay, the next question I have is another favorite question. What is Miss Moorhead's favorite restaurant, and what does she like to order from there?
So my favorite restaurant would actually be Judy's Barge Inn down in Buffalo. It's a cute little restaurant that has magnificent tenderloins, and I love getting the grilled tenderloin with the straw sauce on the side because it adds a little bit of spice. So that's my favorite place to go and order.
Love it. I have not had their tenderloin, so I'm going to add that to my list of summer places that I will go and have, because I love a grilled tenderloin as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
they have delicious ones and delicious hamburgers too.
Love it. Love it. Okay, my next question is, what is your favorite food that somebody in your family cooks, or that you might cook for the family?
My favorite meal is pork chops and rice. It's one my mother cooks that I've tried to cook for my husband and I cannot duplicate it even with the recipe. She makes it really, really well and knows it's what I always want to eat, but I just can't make it. It's either bland or it has no flavor or it's way too spicy, and I give up.
Love it. Okay, so the Jefferson trend is not a lot of the Jefferson staff are cooks. So at the Moorhead household, how is the cooking duty responsibility split at the Moorhead household?
So I do 90% of the cooking. My husband does the grilling. And a little secret that I've always hidden from everyone is nobody really knows that I actually make cakes. I haven't made them in several years because I haven't had a reason to, but my grandmother taught me how to make cakes, so I do a lot of the baking and cooking.
Love it. Love it. We have a couple of cake people at Jefferson, Miss Heredia and her mom, and Miss Feltons with the cupcakes. You are now added to that list. You're in trouble now because, like, for Jefferson Fun Nights, you're going to have to make some cakes to go up for sale for auction. So for the cake walk.
I will do it. I haven't practiced my skills for a while, and I've honestly missed doing it. I don't eat that much sugar, and my husband doesn't really like dessert, so I've never had a reason to make them. So
okay, well, I know Miss Stacy is tuning in to these announcements, so she's going to add you to the list of people to make cakes for the cakewalk for next year's fun night. That's for sure.
Sounds good.
Our next question is: Would you rather Netflix and chill, play a video game, or read a book? I know fishing is one of your choices, but of those 3, what's your go-to?
I do like to Netflix and chill, but honestly, I would like to read a book. I've gotten back into reading books since we've been on quarantine, and I've had a little extra time, and I'm still trying to convince my husband to get a hammock so I can sit outside and read a book out there. So,
Love it.
Well, but we're working on it.
Love it. You might need one of those for the summertime, that's for sure. All right, the next question is a would you rather as well. It's would you rather have chocolate or candy, and what are some of your favorites?
I I would probably say candy. I like, I'm kind of a mint person, so I like the pillow mint.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I also really like peanut butter M&Ms. Those are my favorite, especially warm when they've been left in the car on accident. And licorice. I like black licorice as well. So.
Ooh, Mrs. Miller will be excited to hear that there's another black licorice fan out there. Wow, that is an uncommon answer. Okay, so now let's get to our Skittles question. Where do you lie on the green apple or lime Skittles?
I like the lime.
The lime, okay. Now, when it comes to your peanut butter M&Ms or your Skittles, do you separate your colors or do you just go for a handful and just go for it?
I just go for a handful.
Man, that is starting to catch up. I thought that everybody separated their colors, but this trend is turning to just a handful. I'm just not sure I could do it.
We used to play in high school. We used to say, if one's good, a handful must be better. So that's just how I've always had it.
I'm going to start adding that in there. I love it. I love it. Okay, Ms. Moorhead, our last question of the day is, oh, you know what? I skipped another question. I'll ask both these back to back. So I'll put them both together. What do you miss the most about Jefferson, and what is your message to the Jefferson crowd that's tuning in?
I miss just seeing everybody. I miss getting the hugs and the high fives. I miss having the connections with all the kids and just being able to see their faces every day. I love my husband to pieces, but I'm ready to see somebody else's face for once. And just knowing that they make a difference in my life just as much as they do. And my message to them is to stay strong. Remember that we miss you and love you. And I can't wait to get back to school. And I don't think I've ever said this in May, but I'm counting down the days till we get back to school. So I'm ready to see everybody again.
Well said. So my final question of the day is, I just want a little history about this picture that is hanging behind you. I think you should inform some of our fans about this picture that is behind you.
So this was actually a Christmas gift to my husband, our first or second Christmas. It was after the Cubs won the World Series, and my husband is a major Cubs fan. And it's one of the games with all the players on the field during the World Series, and it's got the score up there, and it's also signed as a print by all of the players. So it's not authentic, but it's got all the signatures of everyone who played on the Cubs team that year.
That is impressive, Ms. Moorhead. I absolutely love it. Well, it was great to talk to you, and thank you for joining me on 10 Questions with Ms. Moorhead.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. See you later.
Bye.
A little jealous of that picture, not gonna lie. Cubbies rule. Man, I miss some baseball. All right, let's wrap some things up. So here's a challenge for you guys. If you, your family, siblings, anyone at your house can record a video of you reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and share it with me, I could include this in the announcements. This is not required, but you're more than welcome to try and do this. Either email this video to me or share it with me in Google. We will do the same thing for the Jefferson Jet motto. If you do this, you will get an at-home jet buck and a chance to play Plinko. The wonderful Miss Stacy has volunteered to help with this, so if it's easier for you to share these with Miss Stacy through a text message or on the Jefferson PTC Facebook page, then she will get these to me. Come on, Jets, help me out and get these Pledge and Jefferson Jet motto videos into me or Miss Stacy. All right, we are now ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. So, Jets, please stand. Join me. Remember, stand tall, stand proud. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the Jefferson Jet motto. We say the Jefferson Jet motto every day. Now we look for those who believe in it. So let's show it, Jefferson. And now I want to hear you say it, Jets. Who are we? We are Jets. We are kind. We are safe. We are responsible. And we are respectful because we are Jets. Once again, if you have not heard it yet today, we miss you. We love you. We appreciate you tuning in today. Remember, make positive choices. Be kind to each other. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Hopefully, I see you at 5 o'clock tonight for Plinko Live and the at-home JetBuck raffles. Stay learning, Jets. Peace. All right, our PS22 chorus video today is something that I have not heard before. I'm getting to all these that are new because I haven't had this much time. This is Leave Me Alone by the Good Folks. Check it out. It's pretty cool. I love that guitar. This guy works up a sweat.
Lord, leave me 'cause I'm feeling weary. I've been lost and I can't see clearly. Can you point me in the right direction? 'Cause I'm lost, I'm suffering, I'm going astray. So I can either try to rise up, or I can just lay my hands down. No matter the path I'm taking, this road still finds my way, still finds my way. So why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you leave me alone? 'Cause I'm on my way out. 'Cause every day I feel it trying to change me. Go ahead, but you won't get too far. These days were meant for breaking. I'm not a slave, I'm running free. I'll find my way. How? So why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you leave me alone? 'Cause I'm on my way out. I'm so sick and tired now. Leave me alone. Why don't you leave me alone? 'Cause I'm on my way out, baby. Yeah. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday you're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday you're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday you're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday you're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday you're gonna find our way. Keep waiting on rocky water. Someday you're gonna find out. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. So why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you leave me alone? 'Cause I'm on my way out. I'm so sick and tired now. Leave me alone. Why don't you leave me alone? 'Cause I'm on my way out, baby. Yeah. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday we're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday we're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday we're gonna find our way. Keep waiting those rocky waters, someday we're gonna find our way.
All right, Jets, peace out. See you at 5 o'clock tonight. Plinko Live with the Millers, at home JetBuck raffles tonight. Have a great day. Peace out.